From the office of Mayor Giannettino, whereas the Black experience throughout history is an enduring foundation upon which the Black community is built and stands, and the struggle and challenges overcome by African Americans throughout the centuries are inspiring to all Americans and reminders of the principles we share as a society. And whereas Black History Week was initiated in February 1926, and for many years the second week of February was chosen as to coincide with the birthdays of Frederick Douglass and Abraham Lincoln, was celebrated by African Americans in the United States. And whereas 1976, as part of the nation's bicentennial, Black History Week was expanded and became established as Black History Month that is now celebrated all over North America. And whereas the theme for 2024, African Americans and the Arts, is infused with African, Caribbean, and Black American lived experiences in the fields of visual and performing arts, literature, fashion, folklore, language, film, music, architecture, culinary, and other forms of cultural expression, the African American influence has been paramount. Artistic and cultural movements such as the New Negro, Black Arts, Black Renaissance, hip hop, and Afrofuturism have been led by people of African descent and set the standard for popular trends around the world. And whereas for centuries, Western intellectuals denied or minimized the contributions of people of African descent to the arts as well as history, even as their artistry in many genres was mimicked and or stolen. Art is a platform for social justice, to quote Pearl Robertson, concert artist, actor, athlete, and activist, quote, artists are the gatekeepers of truth. We are civilization's radical voice. And whereas as we take this opportunity to study the accomplishments of all African Americans throughout history, we reflect on the role of the Black community in our nation's past, present, and future. To enrich our understanding of the history of Black America is to broaden our understanding of our nation's history. And during Black History Month, with appreciation for their contributions to all areas of American life and culture, now therefore, James Giannettino, Jr., Mayor of the City of Auburn, hereby proclaims February 24th as Black History Month here in the City of Auburn.
Thank you. And with us this evening to accept the proclamation is Elder Melody Smith Johnson, who meet me at the podium.
Good evening. So on behalf of President Dr. Eli Hernandez and the leadership of the Auburn and Cayuga County branch of the NAACP, I'd like to thank you, Mayor, councilors, and other members of the city leadership for this honor and this proclamation. Every year in February, we celebrate the remarkable achievements, certainly in the arts and in every other area of achievement, the enduring spirit of the Black community throughout time. But this annual observance is more than a chronological account of our past. It's a time to celebrate the resilience and the brilliance of our people, the stories and the moments that empower us to imagine and to build toward a more just and inclusive society. So at the NAACP, we believe that truly honoring the rich tapestry of Black history and culture is a year-long commitment. In fact, every day, we're inspired by the indelible mark Black folk leave on the world in more areas than just one. So American history is enriched because of the richness of the gifts of Black history. We are moved, and as we move forward in recognition and celebration and in action, we say, let us do so with a shared vision of progress and unity that respects the sacrifices and upholds the contributions that our ancestors have made. So therefore, we'd like to invite you to consider that the Auburn Cayuga County NAACP is launching this celebration this year of Black excellence. And we're launching this campaign year-round through various community activities, social media posts, events that are geared towards education, celebration, and empowering the Black community. We want to highlight trailblazers who have inspired and demonstrated Black excellence throughout their time. We'll also highlight the trailblazers who have served and demonstrated the talent, the ambition, and the determination that transcends racial boundaries. So you can expect that in the weeks and months to come, that the NAACP will celebrate Black excellence starting on February 12th, which is the NAACP's birth date, celebrating 115 years of civil rights activism. We'll celebrate a conversation focused on what's on the hearts and minds and the spirits of Black women. This conversation is called Empower Her at Melodies on February 18th. We'll also celebrate the right to read and screen, the right to read, which is a screening and panel discussion at the Auburn Public Theater on February 26th. We'll celebrate Black history makers at a gathering at Lavish Lounge. Join us to honor the first African-American woman in the City Council. We'll celebrate further in March, the second annual You Matter Women's Conference. So we're inviting you to join us from March 8th to March 10th at the Harriet Tubman Memorial AME Zion Church. We'll be celebrating the 55th annual NAACP Award celebration. We'll be broadcasting it live through BET to celebrate the outstanding achievements of people of color. We expect you to be there at the Auburn Public Theater. Furthermore, through the month of April, through the month of June, for the Juneteenth Educational Freedom Students of Color Graduate and Scholarship Reception. What will we be doing then? We'll be celebrating Black excellence, and what better way to do that than to recognize our students who are graduating in Cuba County. And then finally, to cap off the year, we're all going to gather together in October for the 57th, let me say it again, the 57th Annual Freedom Fund Gala. All of what I've mentioned today can be found on the NAACP Facebook page. So I want to thank you again for this recognition, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you gathering with us to celebrate not just the month of February, but all year Black excellence, because excellence continues past February 29th in our community. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Elder Smith-Johnson.